basically the belief that individual empowerment and like inner transformation is what's gonna make a better world.
Mm.
But I ain't know that.
Well, some of these things, they ancient ideas that kind of manifested themselves. And oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Facebook is not working. Some days. But the concept that you're saying, right? See, that exists within 120 in the form that when we get to the 140, it has what is the meaning of civilization. You know what I'm saying? Which you think of as a group of people. You know what I'm saying? But the answer is one, having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, and refinement is not a separate pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, it's the people that exist within that society that build it. You know what I'm saying? That make it what it is. So, every individual in that society has a certain responsibility. You know what I'm saying? And once you reach to a critical mass of people, you know what I'm saying, going in any direction, whatever it is, you know what I mean? It's a certain momentum, and then that's,
I also didn't know other practices or religions speak of Allah.
Well, those, see, every different people had their own God at one time. Everybody had their own history, their creation story of how they was related to this God. You know what I'm saying? But people knew each other's gods though, because they used to fight with each other and they used to represent the God in battle. Like, see, that's the idea behind David and Goliath and the Jews and the Philistines. You see what I mean? Is that we could put David against Goliath, right? Because really, it's our gods that's fighting. You understand what I'm saying? And we kind of just living it out. So it don't matter who you get. You understand what I mean? The thing is that Jehovah is supposed to be more powerful than the other people. You know what I'm saying? It's a story in the Bible. I'm trying to think who's the name of the person, but they like on a mountain, right? And they basically challenge each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your God is so bad, then make him show and prove right now, right? And then the Jewish God is supposed to have brought some locusts or something and ran all of the other people off the mountain. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that you're seeing in the Bible, right? Is a constant Jehovah vanquishing all these other gods. You know what I'm saying? But of course, the Bible is dealing with, a small group of people that, they knew about, that they was interacting with at that time. You know what I'm saying? But there was other people, like you said, the Indians, that they knew who their gods was. They borrowed things, you know what I'm saying, from each other's gods and all that. What's that doing? Oh, we gotta go into the rabbit hole over here on Instagram. Y'all know how Instagram is.
I think it's still messed up because Facebook now.
Oh yeah, I wonder.
They own it.
It's good. Yeah, they're together. Can't say they can't do it. So I guess we back down to just the G building today. We don't have the medicine room. The medicine cabinet is not available. You know, we wait for a few more people to come in before we make this big announcement. We want to make a big announcement about the ancient mysteries, you know, all these different things that you know, people are hearing about. You know, look, ancient aliens is Egypt really in Jamaica? All the mysteries, man. Atlantis. We just want to, you know, hit up all the people. Let them know, come in the room. Hit the like button so we can get, you know, we get this out of the way fairly quickly. It's gonna be bop, 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 bop. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of, you know, how the mathematics pertains to all that. Yeah, it's been plenty of time. Who's the people? Was Don Bishop? Is who's in the room here? We got VC Roman here. We got Teeth, Magnetic Divine Truth, Knowledge of God, Dr. Vinci, Watson, Zigzag Zig, West Coast Wise. You've been trying to contact the Annunaki. Well, we're gonna drop a little bit of jewels. We're gonna drop a little bit of jewels. Solimar. Facebook is back up. I don't know. Instagram is, they not up. They not, but I guess probably parts of it is up. But can't go live right now on the medicine room over here. We can't go live. SW. Waiting for a few more people. I don't want them to miss. I don't want people to miss this announcement. I have to make it. I don't want to have to make it multiple times. In the meantime, you know, this is our first class of the Knowledge at Refinement. See, certain things, you know, in the application, you know, we apply mathematics, right? We say born means complete. So see, this year already went from knowledge to born. It's not too much things you're gonna start right now with the plan is to be finished by the end of December. See, right now, you got to deal with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. See, you got to wrap up what you was doing, right, in 2021, and now you got to be writing the history for 2022. So when it's time to live it out, you can hit the ground running. See, if you just resolving, you just deciding what you're going to do on the first, now you got to get ready to do it. You said, who do you build with for charity at a law school? What you mean, charity? Divine King, you said your reptile suit is broken. I can't morph. That's why, yeah, I mean, look, if you were looking for the answers, or rather the Queen of England is a lizard, that's the type of thing I want everybody to be clear on. District 120. I don't know what's going on with the what did I miss crew. Now it's a lot. You say donation. I mean, what you mean? You want to donate with some things a little bit specific where you want to depend upon what you want to do. Of course, there's always a best person to get involved with that. But you mean receiving a donation or giving a donation, or what was?
Can you explain it? Can you explain the born to?
The born, what you said?
You said born to.
Born.
You said, I think you said wisdom is born to knowledge. I might have heard that wrong. When you talk about applying mathematics.
I know I said that the year has already gone from knowledge to born.
What is,
you went from the first month, which is January, to the 9th month, which is September.
Okay.
Yes, you understand what I'm saying? So, just in the course of, that's what we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with, time, because the time is marking cycles. You know what I'm saying? And then, within those cycles of life, we know certain things is patterns, can be predicted now. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's like I said, we deal with today's mathematics, right? Because that's a common reality for all of us. You know what I'm saying? For all of us, today's degree is culture of freedom. You see what I'm saying? But see, I was born on a wisdom day. To see, wisdom is my mathematics every day for my whole life. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever your age is this year, which that's one of the things you about to get when you finish with your mathematics, right? That age, that's your mathematics for the entire year. You understand?
Wow. So tomorrow my birthday, right? That's a day I turn 22.
Right. So for this whole next year, right, your mathematics is 22. See, because this is what I'm saying, right? Let's say we talking about today, right? It's the 10th month, right? In the 4th day, why you 21, right? the 10th month on the 4th day, when you 41, is going to be different. Your outlook on life, the things you have accomplished, yes, I mean, your abilities and everything is going to be different. You see what I'm saying? So all those mathematics count. You see what I'm saying? But we practice, in terms of dealing with today's degree, and because today's degree is moving like that. But see, we deal with that too. We deal with the equality hour, the God hour, the bill. You understand what I'm saying?
So if it's 22 for the year, is that wisdom, or?
Yeah, wisdom. You see what I'm saying? So when you get that degree, you know what I'm saying? That degree is how old was the founder. You understand what I'm saying? Now, and that is talking about the founder of the devil, right? But you're not making the devil. But it is telling you of certain things in this society that we in, you know what I'm saying? That was, built by Yaqub and his children. You at a certain point now of found, you could do all your own law now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Where, before you couldn't. You see what I'm saying? So now, depending on what type of equality you deal with the people, that'll be what you build. He built his nation to be the devil. You see what I'm saying? And use people as a footstool, and you build your nation and do what you do. See what I'm saying? The chakras, listen, the chakras, listen, this is going to be the announcement. It's going to be much simpler than some of y'all think. But yeah, all of that is going to be covered. All of that is going to be covered. And then now we just look, a couple more people from the What Did I Miss crew comes in. And then I'm going to give y'all this announcement on all of the ancient mysteries. See, I can tell, I didn't have enough space to even put Darkim Be, but I had to get this out because it's.
After we do the mathematics, and you're gonna show me how to apply it.
Yeah, but see, right now, you just gotta learn it, right? And then, see, you like 120, right? It's like the supreme mathematics and the supreme alphabet is your muscles, right? And 120 is the weights.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you're going to build up your muscles, right, by using the weights. You see what I'm saying? And as you start to see, just like I said, you already started, right? When I told you that, 22 is how it was defined, right? And you said wisdom, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Then as you start breaking that down, right? Whatever it is that you're going to be founding, that's going to be from your words and your actions. You know what I'm saying? That you take place in or that you express to communicate whatever your ideas is. You understand what I'm saying?
So, like, say if it was, say if it was the 12th, right? So it's knowledge, wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
When speaking about the mathematics, do you speak about them together, or do you define one and define the other, and then bring it together?
I would start out, right, with defining one and then defining the other, right? And then over time, you learn how to put them together. You understand what I'm saying? But start out with just, that's the simplest way. But over time, right? Like you said, if you gotta just the point you gotta get to, right? where you see the mathematics taking place around you. You see what I mean? So like you said, if today's degree is knowledge, wisdom, right? For instance, what you said, right? See, we applying that right now because you knowledge and wisdom. You listen to what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Then when you start seeing that, you know what I mean? If you go outside, you know, and, you know, you see a black woman, right? And, you know, she's just moving with a certain amount of civilization and culture where you like, all right, yeah, she got, you know, some ideas in her head, you know what I'm saying? You know, then you knowledge wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? And that, you know, that's a simple one, but I'm saying, yeah, over time, you're gonna see that, yeah, all of them, you know, you start to see them around you. All right, so you would like to donate. I gotta build you on that. Right now, just hold it down. Because you know, you know, I don't want to make anybody think anything crazy, but what's happened is you know, some of the people that have returned to the essence over the past year and change has been the leadership. You know what I'm saying? The people that take care of that kind of thing. So, you know, right now things is being put back in place. So to make sure everything is being in order when you make that donation. So, but you know, I'm on that for you. FDJ Beats, Felix Almanzar, that I went back and started watching your older videos. Yeah, you know, you know what's wild? I never watched these. I always tell myself that I'm going to. I really need to. But, so you said, how do you see the culture degree in the 136? You asking me that, or is just in the room? Because I know y'all have your side rallies. Yeah, generally we don't. Right after, you know, as soon as we clarify this question right here, then we can get into the announcement. Or, you know, maybe somebody in the side rallies could answer that. Somebody in the side rallies could answer that for you. Yo, where is VC Realm? Need to talk to VC Realm and Joe Thornton. Joseph, I'm gotta keep checking over here in the medicine room. Checking connection. The medicine room might be opening up. Here we go. The medicine cabinet is open. All right, knowledge, love, checked in over here in the medicine cabinet. Justice, checked in the medicine cabinet. You know, to the brothers over here in the medicine cabinet, y'all don't know what we're doing today, what's about to happen is I'm making a special announcement on the ancient mysteries. You know what I'm saying? This is a special announcement that I want to make to all the people who, you know, you've been studying whatever you've been studying. You know, you've been watching Ancient Aliens. You know what I'm saying? You've been, you know, listening to what's the British guy fly freight from the Providence plantations. You know, you've been, watching Atlantis and, videos about Atlantis. You know, you want to know about the chakras, all the ancient Chinese secrets, right? Like if that's the things that you're curious about, that's what you're wondering about, right? I want to give you a jewel right here. Don't come to a law school because we don't know. that's not what this is about. That's not what we're studying. Like if you want to know where Genghis Khan is buried, where the Knights Templars buried the Holy Grail, you want to know if Jamaica is really Egypt, go ask the people that told you that. Like that's not what we study. That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about. Like, maybe when you know what I'm saying, at a certain age, a certain stage or whatever in the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you have that type of curiosity. I don't really, my particular teachings. And see, that's something I saw when we started on the internet and everything, and people start coming with some, different things. Look, I never was around brothers like that. I never was we never discussed, all this, outer space. Our conversations was right here in the atmosphere of right here. Like when we speak about Allah, right, we talking about the brother that used to be around here, 7th Avenue, 926, 927, doing his thing. We not, we never spoke on, sometimes when I hear people talk, I'm not exactly sure we're talking about the same thing. You see, I'm starting to notice that people come here, and you listen, we told you what we teach. We teach you the knowledge of yourself. And no matter how it seems, listen, even I have to be humble and let you know that I don't know. I don't know none of that stuff. If you want to figure out the ancient past, you want to figure out, when, the world is going to end, and what's the difference between Lucifer and Satan and all that. I don't know. Now, if you want to build, right, about the things that's going on around us, right, and how we can use our power to extend the things that we want to keep, right, to renew our history, extend the things we want to keep, and destroy the things that we don't want to keep. That's the science that we teach. Like all of this other stuff, you understand? You gotta remember that. Listen, nobody never came back and told us whether they lied or not. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's done that. So all the stuff that people are saying, we not here. You want to outer space. You want to join an outer space study group. It's not here at the 5%. And if you're, we don't have medication and therapy. That, you know, to a certain degree, I think people kind of miss, you know, because see, you got to remember, a lot of things is still coming from that Christian mindset. You see, don't take your idea of the magical white men, right? All of them, from Father Time to Santa Claus to Jesus, who, you know, all these magical white men. Don't just take those ideas, right, and then try to transplant them onto the black man. See, because that what opens you up, man, to people, you know, these kind of charlatans. Because see, all they have to do is come and promise you, you know, this you know, more for your labor. You know, when they come through and promise you, yeah, I got all the secrets that's going to make you able to levitate and all of that. Listen, man, right now, you can't even get out of taking this vaccine. You talking about levitating, yeah, nigga talking about they put him in solitary confinement because they seen him levitate in jail. And then if you was levitating, why didn't you levitate your ass over the wall and shit and come out? What kind of shit is that? That's what I'm saying. People tell you these things, man. Listen, and I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying this, man. Show me you can master this right here. Show me you can master walking, man. Then run. Then play football and basketball. You're not going to dunk. You telling me you can dunk it? The baby can dunk it, huh? That you know, I'm not saying he don't have that power in him. But I'm just saying that, you know, that's just an example of people, you know, how they say these things, and then you get caught up, and then you come here, right, and expect us to explain it. If that's the science of mathematics, what I'm telling you is that's high calculus, son. That's discrete mathematics. And you can't even do algebra. So listen, when we finish with the algebra over here, then we might get into that kind of stuff over there. But you know, y'all gotta stop. Let me tell you something. When you go around people, see something y'all might don't know. There's practical jokers in the nation. There's practical jokers in the nation. There's people that will tell you some bullshit, right? Just to see if you take it on face value. And if you take it and run with it, they won't even tell you that they're bullshit. Listen, there's things out there right now, right? That's like the national accepted, you know, this is the accepted, you know, statement. And they was bullshitting when they made the statement. Because people just kept running with it. So see, that's why don't take stuff on face value. You know what I'm saying? All this different stuff, man. You know, don't get caught up in it. You know, not right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't, you know, stop thinking that it's all this magical, mystical power, right? That's the savior. That then you're gonna get you know, saved when you tap into the magical power. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know, this regular stuff right here, what you doing over there, you know, the Black Panthers, nah, see, they didn't tap into the magical power. See, let me tell you something, man. That's one of the reasons why we in the situation we now. Because you motherfuckers had all these religious, mystical mindsets, and they try to tap into mystical power and magical power while the white man shooting guns.
You focused on what's happening.
Yeah. You try and tap into some magical power that can make the bullets not you impervious to bullets. It's happening all over the world. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers you go and try to find your medicine man, and then he rush your shit on you talking about now you take bullets. You understand what I'm saying? So, be aware of all that stuff, man. Don't. But you said, like what you talking about, West Coast? King Holler, we got the medicine room is slow today. But it takes a little while. It takes a little while for people to come. But just in general, man, take the time to really, understand what you're dealing with and what this is. You know what I mean? Like in everything that you're dealing with is a certain amount of surface knowledge. You know what I'm saying? See, that's, when the lessons and all of that, you got the surface knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? But you gotta remember that it's even to really be able to dig into the lessons, right, is a certain mindset that you gotta have. Like if you don't have that, you can have the lessons, right? Because it won't matter because you still want to see yourself as the worshiper, right? In whatever it is that you read. You see what I'm saying? Like when I was in the Christian church, right? In the Christian church, they identify with the people that's lost from home for 400 years. See what I'm saying? Because they see themselves as slaves. And it was also, not saying that it wasn't also deliberately taught to them that, yeah, you these people right here. And so what that means is your salvation comes at some other time. So right now, this struggle is actually predicted by God. So if you were to get out of this struggle, or if you were to, if you don't work hard enough, while you're paying this price, right? Then how you going to get the right salvation? Just see, it's going to be the same thing. If you reading the lessons, right, and you don't know that you're God, right, then you're not going to see it. You're going to read right through the knowledge degree, right, and not really know what that means. You see, when the person already tells you, see, that's the thing about coming into the knowledge. See, that's the thing why we hold Allah with such respect, right? Is because somebody told us already. So see, when we read the lessons, we already know what to look for because somebody already told us that we got it. So now when you see this right here, who is the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man. Yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? You going down the list. See, when you get to the 1 in 36, you realize that, all right, yeah, this is not my, present state. I see how this is related to me. But see, I'm not the uncle. See, that's a science of the 9,000 miles too that's in there that, maybe a little bit less, people don't look at that one as much. But see, I'm not the uncle. But now that we had that settled, you know what I'm saying? And I already told you, I certain other people, right? That look, stop acting like you busy. See, that's what y'all be doing. See, y'all out there acting like you busy, right? And you too busy to talk to these crazy people that you meet. So then y'all send them over here. Don't send them over here. You know what I'm saying? And look here, I'm telling you nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you had the knowledge anytime before 2015, don't come back over here like you need to learn. Because you already know. You just ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. It ain't what you know that's fucked up. It's what you doing what you know you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because see, if that was the case, you wouldn't have came back here looking for whatever it is you're looking for. But see, guess what? You didn't get the magic pill then, and I don't have the magic pill now. That's what I'm saying. I don't have nothing more to promise you, right, than what you're going to get from your labor. Rather, it's, the labor of, studying the lessons, you know what I'm saying, improving your knowledge, wisdom, understanding, or the labor of applying that. You understand what I mean? That's the best part that you're going to get. That's the understanding. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no signs, that is gonna give you some powers that's not in you. See, look, I'm the best. I'm like the Wizard of Oz. You see, all I can tell you is that the power was in you the whole time. And see, if you really look back and you really look at what happened and how it went down, you see that. If you came over here thinking, I'm gonna twinkle my toes like the Witch of the West and all that, no, that's not what this is. You see what I'm saying? You have to not just throw the Christian God, you know what I'm saying, as as kind of a persona out. You got to throw the idea, right, of this kind of magical, being or force or whatever. See, here we know that it's things that's not seen with the physical eye. It's sounds that's not heard with the physical ear. You see, when you hearing, we only hear between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz. You see, other instruments could detect, right? That our Robbie came in. Other instruments could detect that pressure wave that's traveling at even higher frequencies. VC round came in. VC round, I was just wondering why you didn't tell me that you didn't get your sweater yet. I just looked in the what's her name piece. Yeah, I looked in the I had to look in my files because Joseph didn't get his order neither. And when I checked it, that's when I seen. But his order didn't go out because there's a flaw in the design. I gotta redesign. The embroidery ain't really translate the way I wanted to. Your order didn't go out because the color of sweater that you want is not in stock right now. So hit me on the message in Instagram and let me know what you want to do. You can switch the color or get a refund or switch the item, whatever you want to do. But yeah, back to who was dealing with over here. And then we got the brother over here with a suit. So you finished equality or you finished born?
Last one I got was God.
Last one you got was God. All right. So you got what you got for the definitions?
For which ones?
You should have had
I got culture, freedom, power, refinement, equality, God.
All right, yeah, what you got for those?
So for culture, I got customary beliefs, social forms, and material traits of an age, religious, or social group, enlightenment, and excellence of taste acquired by intelligence and aesthetic training. And then freedom is the quality or state of being free or politically right. But then I also looked into like the etymology, and it was talking about how freedom is the power of self-determination, state of free will, emancipation from slavery, deliverance, exemption from arbitrary or despotic control. And then for culture, it's the till of the land after prepping the earth for crops. And it was like talking about how it comes from the word bubble crop. And then for 5, power, refinement, power, the ability to act on produce and affect, ability to get existence based on possession of control, authority, or influence of others. And refinement is the action or process of being refined, the quality, the state of being refined. Refined better. It's talking about how refinement is removal of impurities, fineness of feeling, state of being free from. And the state of being free of what is coarse or debasing. But I never really understood that.
Say it again.
It was talking about how being the state of being free from what is coarse or debasing, or free of what is gross, rude, or bringing out of a similar condition, which is supposed to be selfish. But I don't know what they were talking about. But I had a question as far as like refinements and power, because I remember we were talking about. I think you had brought up the example of someone opening up a church. And you were saying that there's a difference between being refined and a difference between what you do with your power. I was going to ask if you could go through refinement and then use your power, because refinement is removing impurities, whereas if you think you just have power and use it for the wrong things, like, isn't there a process of having to be refined first before using power correctly, or what is seen in a righteous man?
Say it again. I'm trying to understand the question clearly.
From, I think it was like a week or two ago, we were talking about refinement, and you were saying that you were refined, and you were saying how some people learn about power or learn the knowledge and use it for the wrong things.
Right.
So I was going to ask if there's a process of being refined before actually knowing what you're using your power for. If it's
civilization and righteousness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these is the other things that's also a part of the mindset that I'm saying you gotta have, before you really get the mathematics and the alphabet and the lessons. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if you give it to people that's unrighteous, you know what I'm saying? Just like see the knowledge of ourselves, right? Is the same knowledge that the 70%, well, let me not go into that if you're gonna get to it, but the knowledge of ourselves, is what's concealed from us by other people, you know what I'm saying, on purpose. And the lack of this knowledge is actively used. You know what I'm saying? Now they just changed they changed kind of the way they cause you to lack knowledge, right? With over information and misinformation. Now, you know what I'm saying? Whereas before it was the straight just concealing of information, you know what I mean? Burning books, banning this, banning that.
I had a question about 6.
Razor Image Barbershop. Did I hear him say power refinement? Yes. You said you hit the link to the Fame Lab store. Which one did you hit? Oh, you gotta click through the catalog. All in the business.
I had a question about equality for 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, last time I was saying there's people online who speak on things, but it don't really make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying that one thing I had seen, they were saying that 6 represents Earths, or like women in the nation, because it's equality. It said something to the effect of that they can't be God, but they work in balance. So that's why 6 represents Earths, because it's for equality.
Well, did they mean men and women work in balance?
Yeah, it was saying that gods and Earths work in balance, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was just saying that Black women can't be God. That's why they're Earths. So 6 means equality, and it stands for them. But I didn't really understand it because I didn't know what they was trying to get at. Like, it wasn't really giving too much information or like context behind that. So I was just like,
see, this right here, right? All this right here, this is the realm of 6. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, in those worlds, in those nations, organizations, whatever that, they have a great reverence for the woman. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they say the woman is God. That's what they mean by that, is that the woman is the gateway for people into this realm right here of 6. You understand what I'm saying? But we know that this realm right here still has to be animated. you know what I'm saying, by a world that is not seen by the physical eye. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the world of seven. You understand what I mean? Where you really, it's like, you know, a person can have any physical abilities, you know what I'm saying? A person could be, you know, 8 feet tall, right? But it still has to be something that comes from within them that makes them a great basketball player. Because there's lots of people that's tall that can't play ball whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the whole development, you know, of you know, who you really are, you know, just to say that right now, right, if you cut my left arm off, right, that's going to change my physical being, right? But it's not like you're going to come here and then I'm going to have that much less knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Or I'm going to be that much less righteous. You see what I mean? Because this is just the realm of 6. You understand what I mean? And the vehicle that's being animated from the realm of 7. You see what I'm saying? So the woman is the, like I said, she's the gateway into the world of 6, right? For the idea and the energy that we are.
Is that where herbs come from?
Because they symbolic to the fertility of the earth.
Yeah. And one of the definitions I got from God, when I was looking into it, that's like what it showed up. Because when I looked it up, it was just talking about how the being that's being worshipped, like by Christians, Jews, Muslims. But one of the definitions was a spirit or a being that has great power, strength, knowledge, etc. And that can affect nature and the lives of people. And the other one was a person, especially a man who is greatly loved or admired. But the first definition, as far as like having great power, strength, knowledge, etc., it can affect lives of people and nature. It's pretty much like the purpose of Black man being God.
Yeah. Now, see, you know, when you get into that, right? You know, there's the aspect. See, there's a certain aspect, right, of saying that we God, right, that is kind of related to the same thing as like us calling ourselves Black. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that a name, right, is often you know, used to show a contrast. You know what I'm saying? Like until there's a contrast, there's no peace, there's no need for this label. You know what I'm saying? Like you label things, you know, we have words and everything for different ideas in order to make them distinct from other ideas. You know what I'm saying? So we can have a table and a chair that was made out of the same tree, right? But one was made into a table and one's made into a chair. You know what I'm saying? We got Don Bishop over here. So what was your question again?
No, we was talking about you saying how it's saying like God is the same way.
Right. So yeah. So you know, you gotta make sure, right? One way, right, that you make that distinction, right, is, you know, God is the Black man. Allah is the Black man. You know what I'm saying? Raise the image said, power comes through the truth and ain't no cracks. I mean, you can come on and I'm not sure what that means. Power comes through the truth. I mean, I don't know necessarily that my power comes through anything. That, you know, because then now whatever my power came through, that would be the power. You know, sometimes but We got Don Bishop is coming on the medicine room right now.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace to the tribe.
King Ruler said, "Power, truth can't be cleaned up or refined." Well, why would you need to clean up your power? Like, why would you say that? I mean, any of y'all can come on. You can come on, raise an image, King Ruler, you can come on. Let me ask you a question, King Ruler. Are you the power?
Power is the truth. I
Yeah.
think power come through.
King Ruler, are you the power? Wise Prince. So you're the power, right? Now let me ask you a question. Do you take showers and clean yourself up? It's just a question. I'm not insinuating anything about you, but I'm just saying based on the statement that you made, right? You just contradicted yourself a little bit right there. See, I understand the point that you're trying to make, but no one ever said that you're supposed to be refining the power. You're supposed to be using your power to refine the atmosphere around you. See, remember, if refinement is supposed to be cleaning something up, what are you doing being the one that's dirty?
You are power, and power is the truth. Right.
I'm just telling you, sometimes you gotta, the link, hold on, let me put the link over here too let me put the link over here for, what is this again? The YouTube link.
I just hopped on the gram. I ain't even getting YouTube.
King Ruler said that has nothing, hold up, wait a minute. King Ruler, you said that has nothing to do with the truth or the reality of your being, not the body in this case. Listen, you can't have it both ways, man. You just said you the power. You can't have it both ways. Now you just said you're the power. Now you telling me that arm, leg, arm, head, right? Supreme head don't have nothing to do with the power. That's what you're telling me. Truth or reality of your being can't be cleaned up or refined, only realized. Okay, so are you saying that that's the only thing that can be refined? Like when you say build or destroy, right? When you say build or destroy, are you destroying what you build? Like, why is that the only way you looking at power of refinement. That's the only way those words relate in that degree, is that you have to be refining your power. Why are you not using your power to refine that which is unclean around you? Or do you just let the stuff around you remain unclean because you're so powerful? So you said here, God is born in the mind, not through no woman. Only thing come through there is babies. So I understand what you mean, God, but that sounds, God, listen, man. I understand what you mean, though. See, you know, a little bit better way to word that, right, is that, you coming into the realization of yourself, right, and making your existence complete, but not just acknowledging your physical being in the realm of six, but acknowledging the full potential of yourself in the realm of seven, right, is not a product of sex. It's a product of a divine thought. That part I understand. But, look, I got young guys. Sometimes, we can't leave. See, because you gotta remember, God, we teaching out here, God. You know what I'm saying? You can't, just jump people over all these levels. You gotta make it simple because we telling this to babies. You know what I'm saying? See, I have, that was, something that I always did because I was, generally usually the youngest brother a lot of the time. You see what I'm saying? I used to be amongst men who, they had way more experience. So a lot of things they talking about, I don't know about that yet. You know what I mean? Like I know it exists, but I haven't really gone through it. So I always had to find a way to break it down so I can understand it. You understand what I'm saying? Or, when you go back, right, to the neighborhood, like you head to school, you build the firstborn or whatever, right? And as you get back to the neighborhood, right now, how you going to distill this knowledge so that everybody out there can understand? Oh wait, is that what she was saying? That refinement is the woman? Yeah, I didn't catch that. Oh, I see what you said. You did say that right here. Refinement is the woman, not my mind, not my purpose. So can I ask you a question? How does your woman become refined? How does that manage to happen?
Yeah, what you tell me?
So wait, you said her head wrap. You said one having, so you're saying that civilized, only the woman is civilized. That's what you're saying? Or Instagram never disappoints. But oh yeah, so you got 8 is build or destroy.
I was about to ask about that.
Yeah, we double time right now. while we waiting for these responses, we
It was about what you had said to him though. It was about what you had said, like the way he's looking at it, why can't you use your power in order to refine around you? I was about to ask about build and destroy. I know you can build in order to destroy things, but can you destroy in order to build?
Well, sometimes you got to, you know what I mean? But what you, that actually gets, sometimes they have to be used hand in hand, right? In the way that this brother right here, right now, is denying. You see what I'm saying? Because see, sometimes you're dealing with an idea, right, that you bring into completion, right? And then, at the, right when you get to the end, right before you about to wrap it up, you notice that, okay, yeah, this right here is a little bit messed up. Just see, you destroy that. You see what I mean? So that when it's complete, right, it can be 100% right and exact. You see what I mean? So you refine, could be anything, you write in the story. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, you're like, yo, you know what? Let me change this right here because it'd be better like that.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
So,
they might have to go together.
Yeah, yes, I mean, but see, and mathematically though, what you're doing though, too, right, is you also gotta look at that's the science of making things born. Like I wouldn't really say you're destroying so that you could build. You know what I'm saying? You're destroying so that you could born. You know what I mean? And sometimes your destruction necessitates you to born something. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning you took something away, right? And now you left it incomplete. You got to put something back. You see what I mean? Like that's one of the things that happen out here in society, right? You see, people go and you could take all the religion from the people, right? But then you don't give them no other sense of principles or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So now you really, they move sideways. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you said here, King Ruler, that she becomes refined from you teaching or shining light power to her mind through my knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and culture. So what you're saying is that you use your power to refine her? Is that what you're saying? I'm asking. Because that's what it sounds like you're saying, but maybe it's the way I'm reading your statement. Sounds like you're saying you have the power to refine. She benefited and was therefore refined. You said what you want to know is why 5 is power refinement. Well, the brothers that taught me, you know what I'm saying, that got the knowledge in 1964, told me that when they first got it, it was power, justice, or refinement. And then the justice was taken out at a certain point, and then the refinement was taken out at a certain point, and then it was put back in. That's the history the way I got it. Now, some other people got a history that Umala did all this on his own. A lot of the people that's the origin of that history got the knowledge in 1965. No. This is the way the story was told to me by Umala, was that some brothers was doing things they wasn't supposed to be doing. And in terms of what his, how he got to be known as the person who put that in there. People was doing things they wasn't supposed to be doing. And so the people who was at the school that day, Allah said, see, he's going in on them at a certain point. He said, see, that's your problem. Y'all got too much power and y'all ain't got no refinement. That's why y'all using it wrong. Matter of fact, put that in there. And so Umar put that in his lessons. And as the influential person that he is, right? But see, there's other things. Like when you see divine or destroyed, you know what I'm saying? Some people only got divine. See, Allah was speaking, the principles of the knowledge. Allah was speaking them in real time to the people right there. But that's the way I know the history from the actual person himself. Not from no people that told me, not from no book. So there's that. Felix Almanzar, I would disagree with that. See, power is already focused energy. Like that's what makes it power. Like, see, it's electrons flying all around us, right? But see, when it's focused in a way where I can plug the computer in, then it's power. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't say that lightning bolt is power. You know what I mean? It's energy. You know what I mean? And yeah, you measure it in all the same way, but see, when it comes through the wire, the same exact thing, now it's power. You see what I'm saying? Like the water, the thing is just the waves is just moving. But see, once you focus it, now it's hydroelectric power. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes it power, is that it's focused. That's what I'm saying. All these other things that you're saying is refinement, it's like, you can't refine the truth. Like if I say, this mouse right here is black. Like you can't say, well, it's blue. Like you know what I'm saying? You can't change it. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get back over here. What's this? West Coast Watson. There are some truths that aren't powerful and some power ain't the truth. So where did you get this stuff saying power is the truth? She's doing the knowledge to this. If she bears witness, she has refined and now knowledgeable and can resist savagery. If she distills back, she fell victim. Yeah, but you did that with the power though, right? Like, isn't it see I power her or her power I see? He said power comes through the truth, not necessarily the truth. That's the point of taking the knowledge, truth through the Maha supremely. If it's right and exact, we have power. Now, see, now you're speaking the other way. See, on the one hand, you're saying that the power is this absolute thing, right? That, nothing can be said alongside power. And then on the other hand, you're telling me, well, sometimes we get power from the truth. Well, where you get it from the other times? Wise Prince actually has a great point here that a person could bear witness to you being God and still not be refined. Like, listen, God, and keep it real, man. Look, you ever been to a rally, King Ruler? If she bears witness, she has been refined. See, this is what I'm saying, King Ruler. I understand what you're saying, and I'm there with you. You know what I'm saying? In terms of her knowledge in God. But see, there's other elements, right, of civilization. Like that, what you're talking about is the pinnacle of civilization, right? But when you deal with the science of everything in life, what I'm saying is, I'm gonna ask you again, have you been to a rally before? King Ruler says, the NOI had mathematics before Allah came and taught his nation, and one was wisdom, two was knowledge, three was understanding, four was freedom, five was justice, six was equality, seven was Islam. You mean so because the Muslims had justice, you understand the justice part, but you don't understand the freedom part. But you don't understand the refinement part because the Muslims. I just told you what Umar said. You tell me about the Muslims. Listen, God, I grew up with 5%. I don't listen to the Muslims like that. I want to know if I want King Ruler to tell me if he's ever been to a rally. See, because sometimes we gotta make shit real. Sometimes that's what I'm saying. We in this esoteric world where, Okay, so you've never been to a rally up top, right? Where you from? Hit the button. How you hit the button so you can come on? Oh, I didn't even know why I was over there. How you what you said to Muslims don't teach refinement in the language. That is not where I'm going. I'm asking them why it's being said by brothers and sisters in this nation. Well, listen, God, I was taught by firstborn principle. And he told me that when he got it from Allah, it said power and justice are refinement. Like the same reason we say one is knowledge. What do you mean, wise brothers and sisters saying? So you from Tampa. And how long you had the knowledge, King Ruler? King Ruler doesn't want to come on. It's better if you come on, King Ruler. It's better if you come on. You two raise an image. So you're asking me questions and then I have to answer in real time. But I'm asking you questions and then I don't know, you got a little bit of lag time. But how long you had the knowledge, King Ruler? So you had the knowledge 10 years. And in that 10 years, right, how much traveling around and interacting with people with the knowledge of themselves have you done? Yeah, everybody has a reason they can't go live right now. But I'm saying, how much interacting have you done with brothers? It's only back and forth because you keep asking me the same question. I told you the science of the history the way I got it. See, you gotta remember, God, this knowledge, right, is not like the religious things. It's not religious where, Jesus disappears at 20 and he shows back up at 30 with the whole Christianity formed. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like Moses. Well, yeah, Moses too. You go to the top of the mountain and you come back with Judaism formed. You come back with all the fucking commandments. You understand what I mean? It's not like, Muhammad went in a cave and came out with the whole Quran. So see, the things that you're saying, it would be the same thing like saying, well, why was brothers wearing a Muslim flag at one time? See, everything, wasn't, it was written, but it wasn't already mapped out. All the details of all the things that was going to happen. There's no magical sciences. As how they say necessity is the mother of invention. So see, once that knowledge was made born that we need our own flag to identify who we was, then our flag came into existence. You understand what I'm saying? The same way when it came a time where it was like, yo, you know something? we're gonna have to pick our own names from our own language, then it came into existence. So see, the kind of uniformity that you need, God, you gotta go to all the brothers. See, I've been to the brothers that don't got refinement in their mathematics. And I don't never tell them that because that's not the way they got it. That's how they got to teach. But see, all of that is the history, guys. That is the history. But I'm waiting. I need to talk to King Ruler. King Ruler, have you ever been locked up? King Ruler? You ever been in jail? No, King Ruler.
Yes.
Lord Justice, you see what I had to deal with? This is Lord Justice over here playing around. But where's I want King King Ruler.
He said refinement is the woman.
I mean, it's a feminine name. Like I would never call myself refinement. In a part of where he was going, I've seen or that is a certain science to that, right? Where anybody can be civilized. You understand what I'm saying? So when we say, man, we the true and living God. So when we do that, once we show and prove, we leave out of all of those realms. You know what I mean? Of being the civilized, of being the servant. You understand what I'm saying? So if he was talking about that, yeah, I understand what he's saying. A lot of things I understand what people are saying, but you got to be clear, right? Yeah, you got to be clear.
When you talk about the signs of the servant, like, are you talking about as far as the degree?
Yeah, if you the servant meaning the student. Yeah, so you the student. You understand what I mean? So once you graduate, right, to being the teacher, now you're no longer the civilized. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, not right now.
But see, y'all ran him away, man.
King Ruler left.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to King Ruler.
I wanted to ask him some questions.
I don't know where. Listen, man, these people look. You know what? I gotta close the door on people, man. I can't, because you had these. Who else is it? Lamel still ain't come back to tell us how it ain't no gravity. I done lost even. We had to start all over now. When I don't even remember what you saying.
Then we'll start with who was your man? The Muslim brother Saeed or something like that. Who he came and then left. I forgot his name.
You covered different people, but so King Ruler said he's only built with a few. And
we'll get on here and we can build.
Have you ever been locked up, King Ruler? So you've done time, right? Now, when you did this time, right? Did you have the knowledge of self?
Simple. Simple.
So you did 2 years once you had the knowledge of self. So you had to clean yourself up from whatever you was doing. I'm asking, would you consider that you cleaned yourself up? And that the way you was using these teachings, you're using them in a better way now.
I mean, for a lot of, well, I see it, the 3-day fast, even though it doesn't completely clean yourself, you do it with refinement in the form of showing and proving to yourself that, it's mind, power, the body.
So wait, you said you had to pay for a choice you made, not made without knowledge, but I'm saying, are you still making those choices? Or like, wait, did you get locked up for defending your family? See, because what I'm saying is that, this teachings, the law ain't teach us to go to jail. Anybody that went to jail with this knowledge, including myself, right? Say you had to clean yourself up. You had to clean up your fucking actions. The link is in there, ain't it? I put it in there a while ago. Which, you said that's too personal with network, and I chose an element, and that element is not legal. 2 years was the price. No, God, listen, I'm not, I'm not really asking you to go into it. I'm just saying that if you was there for defending your family or something, right? Then that's different. Like if it was something where, you was minding your business, doing righteousness, you know what I'm saying? And, somebody tried to destroy what you built in whatever way, and you had to handle your business, and maybe you took it beyond what the legal code authorizes. That's different. But I'm saying if you was in jail doing what everybody else was in there, right? Then you have to understand that if you're not going to jail anymore, that you're using mathematics better than you was using it when you got yourself put in jail. That you can tell me all about these elements from the outside, that those elements exist for all 300 million people in the United States, but not all 300 million people is ending up in the penitentiary. See, I know Yaku built prison houses for our people and not for his people, right? But I also know that something you got to do. Even if it's just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, there's something you got to do. See, that's the science of God. When we say the maker and the owner, And see, if once you leave that alone, whatever negative you're doing, see, once you leave it alone, then you really don't bother you talking about. You ever notice anytime you meet a crackhead that's cleaned up, that's the first thing they tell you. And you just meet them off and be like, yeah, I'm clean for 10 years. You ain't never noticed that? As soon as you meet a motherfucker that stops smoking crack, you be like, yeah, I used to smoke crack. Yeah, I stopped, man. I've been clean. I've been clean 15 years, 2 months, and 8 days. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, they beat. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm not, and see, you saying it's too personal, but see, that's what's real, God. Not just the stuff that's on the paper, God, the stuff that's really happening in our life, God. That's the real mathematics. Like, yeah, we can quote all these things, God, and say what it is, but at some point, that's got to distill into your life. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we have to manifest a power that don't need to be refined because it's civilized and righteous. That's what we supposed to be doing. But sometimes, listen, all of us, when we come into this knowledge, right? You gotta remember when it say who's the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man and make it the only human planet Earth, father, civilization, God of the universe. See, when you first get to knowledge, the only thing you is the Asiatic black man. And that's stretching it. But that's it. You're not the maker. If you're not the maker, you can't be the owner. You're not the cream of the planet Earth. You just came from eating pig. These are steps and stages of your potential that you can easily realize. But it's the same thing that, listen, some people, depending on your background, see, all of us, God, we came out the 85% world. Like you gotta recall, like, let's see, me, I was just saying that right now, right? That, I was thinking about that last night. That I've had the knowledge, right, over twice as long as I was at 85%. See, on paper, you go from being at 85%, right, on Monday to being God Almighty on Tuesday. Look, I was there. That's what happened to me. This day right here, I was at 85%. The next day, I'm in school telling people, yeah, I don't eat that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, my name ain't that no more. But God, that's still a growth and development that I had to go through from that. Yeah, that was when I was introduced to what my potential was, but that still got to be lived out. You see what I'm saying? And so we have to be able to look at the actual things what's happened in our life. You understand what I'm saying? When whoever the people is out there, you know what I mean? When they're proud of their children, they're proud of their jobs, they're proud of their different accomplishments, right? These is all different things that we can say, this is the science of, Allah. You understand what I'm saying? This is the science of the teaching. This is what these teachings did. You know what I'm saying? It took, at that time, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's different now. It depends. Some people come from a background where they never was doing no crime. But they still have things they got to clean up too. It's just not the same thing. But that's why everybody had to be able to identify what they four devils is, right? So they can take them off their planet. You know what I'm saying? And when you take them off your planet, all of these different things, man, you're going to be getting better and better. You should be getting better and better. But you got to start to look at those things, see, and that's what I was telling you. That's what I brought that up for. I didn't bring it up to harp on you. I brought it up to show you, right, a situation. Like, see, for instance, right? And you know, we got this in front of everybody. You know what I mean? But just to show you, man, look, this is a lot of teaching. God, look, you been at the rally, God. The motherfuckers just smell like they ain't taken a bath since the last rally, God. I don't give a fuck what they know, God. They're unrefined, God. They're not that shit is not civilized. It's not civilized. That's not a Lord's teachings. I don't give a fuck what you got memorized. I don't give a fuck how long you can talk about this. See, because that's also a Lord's teaching. You cannot be a bum. That's the only motherfuckers I ever heard Allah talk bad about was bums. Said, lock those motherfuckers up, get them off the street so the babies don't see them and be like that. You cannot be a bum and be a 5%. Not a person, you know, anything can happen. You find your house can catch on fire. We ain't talking about that. We talking about a bum. You see, when you go through them sciences, you know what I'm saying? When you go on this block right here, right? And you know, everybody, you know, this the hustle block. Everybody over here getting money got righteous names. Yeah, God, they need to use their mathematics better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, people be in different situations, but look, even if you found yourself in a situation where you had to get down like that, right? You should still be using your mind to get out. You see what I'm saying? Like if I come over there and I see people doing their thing, like, but see, if I come over there and you got jury and rims, you know, tell me you just trying to feed. You understand what I'm saying? You've gotten caught up in that. That's how you might have started. But then you got caught up, you got an addiction, you crackhead too. But just, you know, the money. But it's still coming off the crack. It's what I'm saying. Without the crack, it wouldn't be the money. So you a crackhead too. You see what I'm saying? You ruin your life just like the people smoking it is ruining their life. That's one of the definitions of addiction. When you know something is fucked up and you can't stop and the shit is destroying you and you can't stop. That's one of the definitions of it. Who knows, man? But like I said, that's just really, you know, take that as just dealing with today's mathematics. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's a science too, is that, you know, the cipher is complete after it goes from knowledge to born. See, a lot of people, they tell you that a cipher is complete when it goes from knowledge to understanding, but it's not. See, you can have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? You know, you can know it, you can speak it, right? And you can see the clear picture, right? But you gotta live it out. That's four. You gotta show that you have the power to live that out. That's 5. See, all these different things, you still gotta go through all them stages, man. It's not just, you know, that we understand it and, you know, we can spit, you know what I'm saying, all this different stuff. See, that's what I'm saying about people might get confused, right? they hear us, boom, we talking about all these things, right? And they not catching. No, we talking about stuff that's right now, though. See, I start telling you about right now. You ask me about motherfucking the Annunaki. You don't go to science class in school and ask them about Shakespeare. They might have a little knowledge of Shakespeare. They got a little jewel here and there, but they're not expert on it. But we got any? You got Billy Straw, right? 9 is born.
Sorry.
Born
and then Cypher.
And then Cypher. And then did you look up the history of the Hindu number system? Yeah, check that out, right? Because it's an importance, right, in how we deal with the mathematics, how we apply it, right? And why we got Cypher at the end, right? And not in the beginning. You see what I mean? Because that's not our sign. Something don't come from that. You see what I mean? The cipher is formed after, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So the Hindu number system, see, a lot of people is confused because, the Hindu number system has developed over the years, you know what I'm saying? For the purposes of calculations, but when you go back to the original Hindu number system, right? It explains cipher, explains zero in the way we use it.
Is it the same way when it comes to alphabet? I know O is cipher, but is it like sort of like the same thing? It has to come after something else, basically.
Well, see, here's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. See, the zero, right, originally was just a placeholder, right? It wasn't a value. You understand what I'm saying? Over time, for the purpose of calculations, right, it became a value. You understand what I'm saying? Where, it's looked at, but see, when you get into it, right, you see that one of the things we define a cipher as, right, is a person, place, or a thing. So a person, place, or a thing can't be a zero. You understand what I mean? It can't be nothing. It has to be something. So it can only be formed, right, after something else is complete. So when you look at the zero, right, in its most basic form that you learn in school, the zero is worth the numbers that's around it. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you put a 1 in front of that zero, it means something different than if you put a 2 in front of that zero. Or if you put a 0.1 behind the zero.
Yeah, I was about to say that when saying how it had no value.
Mm-hmm.
But it depends. Like even when you deal with decimals, like if it's 0.100, people just say 0.1. But if it's 0.01, that means it has some sort of value. So it depends on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, look that up, get the rest of the definitions. So, remind me when you get back, you need the, you say your one is tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we do the wisdom degree, and we start on the alphabet.
I'm gonna also look up some of the other stuff.
I don't know if y'all want to rock with me. I'm about to fast. I'm about to fast 3 days starting on Monday next week. This week I got some activities. I don't want to be like my man that was we was running like 5 miles a day or something while he's supposed to be fasting. I never understood that one. Yeah, he fasted. We had like 2 weeks where dudes was fasting, like one dude fasted like 68 hours or something. It's like, damn, so I hate to have to tell you, but gotta start over. Yeah, it's, sometimes it's rough being a father. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta tell somebody, yes, that don't count.
I'm looking at some of the other stuff you're talking about too, like before that and shit. I don't know. Right?
Well, yeah, you're gonna get into that in the what's the name, but basically, with that, you gotta remember that hell and the devil and all these things is it was formulated over many years. You know what I'm saying? So, even like when you deal with Christianity, right? Like Lucifer and Satan is like technically not the same person or some shit. You know what I mean? And then you got the seven
that makes sense.
Yeah, and all these different things.
I was about to ask, when it comes to the four devils, is it like similar to something like the four horsemen? Like,
it's more similar to the seven deadly sins. You know what I'm saying? But is dealing with ideas that's bringing about self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's people misunderstood, and then they December 31st, 1983. That was when you could certain people's religion was showing. You said, what's the science of starting and keeping the rally going on month to month? You mean in the beginning, why they start having the rally?
Wait, what was it, 83? Or 84?
You see, people thought, religious. You had the prediction from Elijah that was going to be the expiration of the devil's civilization. You know what I'm saying? So the people who was religious, they just didn't understand.
That makes sense.
So they went around acting ridiculous.
That makes sense. But I'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. So Brian says, so the completion of the process is to complete the cipher. You can't get something from nothing. Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna be getting all fancy with no green juice. Probably when I break the fast, I'll probably have some green juice, but now I'm going strictly water. I strictly water. Start up on Monday. You said if you want to implement the rally, well, y'all the best know is like, y'all just need a location. Once y'all got a location, even if it's outside, you know what I'm saying? But once y'all got a location, the rally started outside. After that, all you need is somebody with the knowledge of themselves that, is not afraid to speak. You know what I'm saying? And just, the only thing I would add is just the understanding of the difference between a rally and a parliament. Yeah, I do just water. The original Mr. 120. Arabi said the parliament was established by Allah so that the world could see Allah in the physical because they thought he was a spook. Well, a parliament, fly phrase from the Providence plantations, as was the difference between a rally and parliament. A parliament is a governing body. You know what I'm saying? When we have a parliament, is when we supposed to be coming together to make decisions, right, and provide solutions. You know, in reference to governing the nation. You know what I'm saying? A rally is, a rally. You know what I'm saying? Where, we come together and, kind of enjoy the atmosphere of being in each other's presence. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not really outdoors and indoors. It's really, it's really about, what we discuss and how it's conducted. You know what I mean? Or that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? What happens is that, most people come to the parliament and rally. Brian 528 says, so how do you deal with that? Whenever I open my mouth and get attacked, I'm responsible for what I say. It doesn't stop the attacks. Well, I had to ask, what are what are you saying? Like, say the last time you opened your mouth and got attacked, right? What was you saying? Musa Rich. Welcome to the medicine room. We usually we broadcast over here on YouTube, but we started opening up the medicine cabinet over here for a little Instagram excitement. Yeah. Now, all God rallies, those is you know, the way I've seen those dealt with over the years, you know, you're right about that. But you know, all God rallies, those happen between the parliaments when something, you know, comes up with, you know, then we have an all God rally. Fortified in royal elements. Brian 528 says, women raising men. I met with you, think you know it all? Wait. All right. You saying you met me before and, and I think I know it all, or you saying you met me before and you think I know it all? Phil G said, peace of Allah be. Oh yeah, be Allah. Yeah, that's more like it. That's another guy. You said that's what they say, God. I'm saying who's they and what's that? Oh, they say you think you know it all. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's all right. So what was you saying about women raising men? Like with I don't get it. Like, were you saying that women should raise men? You're saying they shouldn't raise men? They can raise men? They can't raise men? What is it? Yeah, do you hold a lot of controversial views? Because you know, sometimes, man, listen, you gotta understand that when you presenting a new idea, right? That you know, just you know, from the inertia, calling Lamel, but just you know, just from the inertia, you know, of people having a certain mindset for a certain period of time, you know, yeah, you're gonna have some difficulties. You know, you're gonna have some difficulties. You know, I mean, look, Allah had, you know, there's some people that he was around that never saw what he was saying. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that you know that's just that's a part of introducing new ideas. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be, you might say you could do something. Yo, I'm gonna be this thing, or I'm gonna be this profession when I grow up, right? And see what happens is, especially when you got a vision that's in the future, right? And it's understanding it's a vision. Everybody don't have that level of sight. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody ain't got 20/20 physically. Everybody ain't got 20/20 mentally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now, you know, Brian, this is formerly a Hotep channel. It's formerly a Hotep channel. We got Ikiru Hikari. So I'm not sure where you're going with this, but you said you was dealing with the behavior. you know, maybe I can tell you, but you being vague, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it could be a great number of things, that cause people to maybe have a hard time understanding what you're saying. You know what I mean? One is you could be expressing it in language that's foreign to us. You could be using a system to come to a conclusion, right, that don't necessarily coincide with supreme mathematics. It could be a number of things. So you try not to be controversial. I do my best to stay steadied up. I regulate now, but I run into that still. It's usually somebody who asks a question specifically to me. Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta listen. Sometimes you gotta just be, the nature boy Ric Flair and embrace. You gotta embrace that. You present, some ideas that might not be mainstream or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta live with that. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm sure, like down at the church, I haven't been there since the 90s when my great grandmother returned. But that church where she used to take me to, I'm sure the people down there talk shit about me. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's, I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5%. I don't, I'm not coming back over there for any reason. So by the same token, if you're a person who always looks outside the lines, then it could just be the fact that you need to toughen your skin up a little. FDJB said, in terms of the topic of the live, it's important to understand the fact that we will put emphasis on the teachings we teach and to learn to walk and talk our culture first. Don't come looking for mysteries or asking about plus degrees. Still, that doesn't mean limit your knowledge. Knowledge is infinite. Get the teachings first, though. Yeah, and see, this because I'm with you right there, what you're saying. But just the way I would word it, right, to add on to what you're saying, is just that, listen, you got to stick to the things that you can live out. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, like, if you go to learn, ice skating, you know what I'm saying? The first day, they're not going to put you to do a quintuple spin backflip. Like first, you got to build a foundation on you can just skate across the ice. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these things is people trying to run before they can walk. You're trying to understand, things from, before written records, I'm saying. And trying to understand eventualities that may or may not ever happen, right? But you don't know nothing about this stuff right here. You don't really have a system even to go back that far or that far ahead, right? And really come up with no understanding of what's going on. Kareem, Mr. Spock, this is interesting right here. Spock said, if you have sex or roll some equality, ain't this breaking your fast? What's the difference between a fast and refraining from eating, or do you see a difference? Well, just now you mean, well, what we call it is, or what it has been called, over the years is, fasting and involuntary fasting. That concept is known. I would say that, fasting, in the way that we do it, fasting does just mean that you didn't eat. You know what I'm saying? But, we fast with focus. And in terms of these other things you're saying, that's true. In terms of fasting, right, you can fast from anything. Actually, I can fast from making these videos. Like if it was something where, I needed to rejuvenate, my mind and body, from the rigors of doing this, then you fast on that. You know what I mean? Or you can fast from sex, you can fast from equality, you can fast from drinking, you can fast from one of them at a time, or you can fast from all of them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? All that is the science of, that's also kind of related to, knowing yourself, maybe not to go as far as to say your four devils, you know what I'm saying? But to know what is the things that you need to fast from. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might need to just fast from, all of society. You know what I'm saying? Like when a person goes on vacation, you know what I'm saying? That's a kind of fast right there. You know what I mean? You got, physical fast, mental fast, you know what I'm saying? Which, the best way, of course, is to, put them together because, you want to balance things, but it could be anything. Like, you fast from talking about a certain topic. Like the topic is just like, son, let's talk about that for a couple of minutes. You understand what I'm saying? West Coast Watch, and I went on a 6-month TV and movie fast because I was getting too distracted from my goals. Yes, that's what I'm saying. All of that, all of that's fasting. Like visible. But do we have any questions? Of course, we should have clarified. We kind of put some parameters on the questions today because it's starting to get wild. It's starting to be where I had the knowledge for a couple semesters, man, but some of the stuff is starting to come up. I haven't experienced yet. can't really cook. But do you have any questions about today's live, the topics of the live? Yeah, otherwise, we wind this one down, because I want to, I got my plans, everything's mapped out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going a little bit, teensy bit over on the pull-up bar, you know what I'm saying, this week. Because, next week, I'm going to be falling back, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be falling back and not working out, of course. So you go hit the bar, Shea Bay piece, you know what I'm saying? Get something to eat. I gotta do another video, man. Show y'all where my progress is at right now. I had to. It took me a minute, but my wrist finally. It's I guess I just gonna do that's a little tightness, but it's Was there a science that Allah or the firstborn didn't say or go through that you find yourself going through? YouTube. Alkim Salam. Divine Be Wisdom. Yeah, tomorrow is 7 o'clock. Yeah, tomorrow morning at 7. Yeah. You got any other questions before we wind this one down? He was digging something profound. You asked a simple question, I gave you a simple answer. What you said? Who can make it rain? The Candyman can. What advice would I give the class to apply the signs properly on a daily basis? For one, I would say, stay in tune with your lessons. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you start straying away from, you know what I'm saying? That's how it starts. You know what I mean? One day at a time of you doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if, it's working out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things because we in a culture that's immersed in the mainstream culture. You understand what I'm saying? And the way that you hang on to that, you know what I'm saying, is look at other populations, other cultures that's within this culture, right? That's not fully assimilated. You understand what I'm saying? And you will see that, they keep themselves surrounded by the things of their culture. You know what I'm saying? The people of their culture, you know what I'm saying? The people that you come in tune with, and, as you going through this, you just, people start to be drawn up to you or repelled away from you, you know what I'm saying, based upon you, based upon you, the things that you're about, you know what I'm saying? People that is not interested, people that's not interested in dealing with righteousness and none of that, they're gonna stray right away. You understand what I mean? So, that would be one thing I would say, man, is, always stay in tune to lessons. You know what I'm saying? That's always when a person shows back up, right? After whatever, hills and mountains, rivers and valleys they've been through. Yeah, that's always what they saying. Yo, I need to get back in tune with my lessons. You know what I'm saying? Just, maintain that mindset, and remember that, the show and prove of everything, you know what I'm saying, is, when it's put into practice. That's the final stage of learning, and everything. So, those would be the main things, you know what I'm saying? And then once you for me, it's difficult to escape it. Once once you have manifested the truth, solidly for a period of time, you know what I'm saying, the people around you, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't say necessarily they got the expectation, like, they go around making things for you to do to prove that you got, you know what I'm saying? But even if you just look at it from the perspective of how people treat you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may come, through a block or whatever, people like, oh, yo, that's the guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, certain things that they might have been doing, they ain't gonna do it around me. You know what I'm saying? Not out of fear, but just out of, yeah, yo, the guy ain't, he's not down with that. You understand what I'm saying? The world starts to react to the power that you be manifesting. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes when, you seeing that all this stuff is because the power that you manifesting is not, at least is not clearly telling people who you are and what you about. You know what I'm saying? You start to use certain language and you go certain places, people be like, yo, you the guy, yo, peace guy. You know what I'm saying? Or different things, when you just, a lot of times it's not a whole lot. It's just the stuff that we said we was going to do, you know what I'm saying? And then like, because there's a period of time, I was like, yo, man, people trying to line me up or something. And, I'm going different places and people like, yeah, peace God. But it's because over time, people, your knowledge as a cipher. She's like, if people listen, there'd be 85s that'd be bugging out if they saw me eating a ham sandwich. Be 85% to be like, yo, God, what you doing, God? Listen, you be 85% slap that out of my hand. Be like, nah, God, we can't let you do that, God. Nah. You the God, son. You ain't no ham sandwich. You know? And then see some of y'all been on the live when my kids come on here and say I gotta stay on my toes with them too. Oh, we getting money today, son. Got thumbs down. I be wanting to know how I get a thumbs down, man, so I can speak on that kind of stuff more. I want to know how you get a thumbs down so I can speak on that stuff more and get more thumbs down. What you said about the Knicks? What is your question about the Knicks, man? You don't want to know about the Knicks? I mean, listen, I can tell you about the Knicks. Just like I told you about the ancient mysteries, I can make one announcement. Championship, baby. 2 words. Not rocket science. It's New York. Yeah, we got a thumbs down. You know what I mean? Probably somebody was tuned in. Somebody was tuned in, and they've been waiting all this time for me to tell them what planet the Annunaki comes from. And that last statement that I made probably didn't go over too well with them. But that's good though. That's what we want. See, we can't listen, man. You used to say that. Is that listen, people, man? They get a couple players, man, and y'all think it's going to change the whole organization. The Bucks, yeah, they left them. That was it. But I mean, they did their thing. I'm happy for Giannis, but it was the perfect matchups this year. It was because I also would have said that Phoenix would never have been to the 3 Chambers concert. What's the 3 Chambers? Just a Ghostface and Raekwon. Oh, all right. Yeah, we gotta wind it down, man. See, they don't know you people, man. They don't know about y'all. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dallas. I had to see. The Sonics. There's not even Sonics, West Coast. Why you keep talking crazy, man? I don't know why you talk basketball, man. That's why your team had to rebuke y'all, because y'all don't know about basketball. Team had to rebuke y'all. The last time people left some place to go to Oklahoma City, and that was a good thing, was back in the Homestead Act. Can't leave you for Oklahoma. Can't be talking. You don't understand. One of these days, we'll have to have a special lives where I teach you about the orange and blue. Teach you about the orange and blue one day. Not right now. Yeah, that's the last time. That's the last time the city got left for Oklahoma. But anyway, we had some good stuff in here. If you're new, if you're new, I would go back and check some of this out, because one good thing about these last couple weeks, is we had the brother here who's just learning his mathematics. So to a lot of people that's new, you know what I'm saying? You might have some of the same questions that he had. You know what I'm saying? So check that out. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise than that, of course, everybody do the each one teach one. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. They really don't send our notifications out anyway, but you might as well go through the motion of hitting the subscribe button. And in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to close the medicine cabinet and sign off from the G building. Peace.